Hey, it's Gina at Tarot and Time in Kent, Connecticut. I'm here to give you a tarot with a little bit of astrology reading for the week ahead of June 21st. So I am so excited to say that Mercury is moving out of retrograde this Tuesday. We have been waiting for this. It was an interesting run there. It started May 29th and it's finally coming out. So Mercury, the planet of communication, it rules roadways. It's been appearing to move backwards. It's had a backward effect on us. So it can mess things up. Anything that has to do with communication, like the internet, computers, all those kind of electronics. And also our communication with each other can be a little wacky. My personal experience, I have a Gemini moon, so it's ruled by Mercury. I find that a lot of information comes to me during retrograde, things that I had been looking for, information that I had been looking for, comes to me in the strangest of ways. And I really like to look at what's come up. I like to keep just a little journal of, all right, this happened, that was interesting. I had some people from the past come up. I received an apology that was many years coming, and I was able to give an apology that was many years coming. So that was kind of a relief. We know that I had done another video about retrograde and the RE word, re. So because Mercury kind of goes forward and then back and then goes again, it reminds me of that Pink Floyd song where it's like running over the same old ground, but have we found the same old fear? So what did we find as we were moving back and forth in ourselves? Because we're kind of in communication with ourselves is a great way to make use of Mercury retrograde and see what conversation is happening inside of us. What conversation are we having with ourselves? What needs to be released? What needs to be cleared up? So for myself, I think I had a reunion and a release, revisit. I received an apology. I was able to give an apology where I was released. So all that stuff, look it over, see what's come up, what fears you're ready to release. And I actually was finally able to release a short story that I wrote that I've been holding on to for a while. So it's regarding the Jehovah's Witnesses, how I grew up, and my experience as a kid, and just a little short story about birthday celebrations and the devil. I pulled it into the devil card in tarot and how that relates. So check it out if you have a chance. Okay, so let's see. We know that we are going to be the sun's moving into the sign Cancer. So out of Gemini into Cancer, that happens on Sunday. We have the summer solstice happening. So we have a lot more sunlight, which is exciting. And so I feel like there's so much sun energy just because it's summertime, longest day of the year, more sunshine. And then Cancer is ruled by the moon. And we kind of get both extremes in the summer. We get to we can get up early. There's a lot of energy. We can stay up late, we can get outside and enjoy the stars and the moon. So Cancer is the fourth house in astrology. It's the home. It makes me feel like all those times where you go swimming or you have picnics, you do things like close by and enjoy your surroundings and enjoy the summer season. All those fresh vegetables, grilling on the grill, and just really enjoying your family table, maybe in having company or having your outside table. So really nurturing, loving energy. So just kind of bask in that and enjoy the friend groups that you have or your immediate family, and just the fact that we're making it through COVID. So celebrate it. The sun's square Neptune, so things are a little cloudy still, but there's a lot of creativity in the air. We're coming up upon a full moon in Capricorn on June 24th, Thursday at 2:40 p.m. is what I have written down. Unfortunately, my internet is down right now, so I can't double check that. Full strawberry moon, it's often called, and let's see, full moon. So there's always drama around full moons. And then we have Mars in Leo, so that's very dramatic also. And there was something else that was making me say that. Oh, Venus is square Pluto. So there can definitely be drama. So choose good drama. Choose some great movies. Entertain yourself with that. Opt out of drama and fighting, because even if you're right, you are just not going to win, especially in love with Venus there, and especially with women, with the sun moving into Cancer. The moon is such a feminine planet. Venus is a sign of femininity. So be extra compassionate, extra caring, extra gentle in your female relationships. Okay, so the full Capricorn moon, I'd like to see you celebrating your successes. Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. Overtime, hard work, success. So really take a look at what you've been doing, how far you've come. Give yourself a pat on the back. I feel like in summertime, it's like it's bathing suit season. Everybody's so mean to themselves. We get out there and it's like it's easy to kind of beat yourself up. And let's choose to celebrate. Let's choose the drama of the big celebration instead of the drama of self-hatred. Let's see what else. Full moon. Oh, I want you to look at those new moon wishes that you wrote. So new moon is a great time to write down your wishes, because the moon's goes from dark moon to growing bigger. So what things on your list are you growing to? What things did you receive? Celebrate those. Get your moon water ready. So 3 days before, so like Monday night, Tuesday, you can put out water covered. I like to use a glass jar. And put it outside. Let it get charged up by the moon. You can leave it there 3 days after. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, by like next Sunday, drink it, celebrate it, enjoy all your success. And let's see, give thanks is the other thing I have written in big letters. So Uranus, the planet, like the lightning bolt of change, it's associated, it rules the sign Aquarius, is square, so making kind of like an abrasive action towards Saturn. And we said Saturn rules Capricorn, so there's a lot of Saturn going on right now. And Uranus is gonna be square Saturn until about December. So there can be the lightning bolt, it can be sudden changes, right? But it can also be sudden insight. It's in Saturn, square Saturn. So Saturn has a lot to do with the workplace and your success. So let's harness that energy of the lightning bolt and use it to clear things out, clear out old, outdated rules. Saturn is all those rules, right? Guilt, that's a big one. For me, it's a lot of old religious beliefs, all old ways of thinking, right and wrong, and being a little harsh on myself. This is the time to use that lightning bolt and just clear it out. There's new ideas coming in, those lightning bolts of insight, and just work on softening your resistance, because us humans hate change, especially when it comes in fast. So just envision softening your resistance. The change is good. It's going to help you. It's going to clear some things out so you can move ahead and be more successful. That's what it's all about, right? It's what it is to me, to be successful in the things that are important to you, and to enjoy and to be grateful and to share that energy with others. Okay, so picking, what am I using here today? I love this deck, the Herb Crafter's Tarot. I don't know all the plants in it, so I don't always use it with clients, but if you really want me to, you can request it. The images are gorgeous. So pile 1 is 3 of fire, or 3 of wands, calendula, bright, such a sunshine kind of plant. And pile 2 is the 8 of water, or 8 of cups, valerian. Valerian's a great one for sleep. Look how calming and beautiful, and the moon is the full moon out there just calling you. And then pile 3, I've got the 6 of fire, or 6 of wands, nasturtium. I love these because they're edible flowers. And there's like a beautiful celebration going on. This is a great thing to do on the full moon, how they have the candles out there, especially in the summer solstice too. I like to put out a little table outside, light some candles, put some things of meaning out there, maybe some flowers, and maybe that's where you put your moon water to charge up. And you can write some things down, and things that you are so grateful for, what you want to celebrate, and just really put it out there in that expansive moon. Maybe it's a good time to charge up your crystals. So you could put those out there on that, some of your stones and crystals. Put that out there on your table. Great time to be burning sage in your house, clearing out, making new for all this joy that's coming in. So, the other deck that I'm going to work with too, I didn't tell you about the decks. So the piles have the Light Seers. This is like one of my all-time favorite decks lately. The Everyday Witch, which is a classic for me. And I'm using the Mythic Tarot, which is actually Greek mythology deck. This is a remake of an old version that's out of print and pretty costly to buy. And this one's decent. Of course, I don't see the price, but I think it's like $39.99. It's pretty reasonable. So I'm not the Greek mythology expert, but it's still fun to work with and learn Greek mythology as you go. And then I'm also going to work with this cute little oracle called the Flower Petals. I'm actually just crazy about the box. Like, look how cute it is. And great deck of all these different flowers. And we're so in summer, finally, in New England. There's fresh flowers, and so let's celebrate it. So pick your pile, let's get started. Okay, I'm here with pile number 1. 3 of Wands, 3 of Fire, Calendula. So lovely. I know, like, people like to, I'm not like a total herbalist, but I do know that they make oils out of it. It's like, you can see here, it has a beautiful orange color. So when it's left to sit and makes a great oil. And also, I love it in tea, and you can put it in your bath. It just feels so royal to me, like to take a bath in flowers. Okay, so let's talk about this week ahead. What you've learned through Mercury Retrograde, what information has come to you. I know it's been hard to, the wackiness of Mercury Retrograde is sometimes tough to deal with, but there's always a gift in it. So what information, what did you learn? What did you learn about yourself? How are you gonna move forward? Here's the 7 of Wands. And as much, like, this could be a fight or this could be a dance. So you're gonna have to really be careful about drama. There's a lot. Mars in Leo is enough right there to cause drama. And then there's all these other things going on. Pluto, square Venus, like, there's just a lot. So go easy, go gentle, opt. You have an option. Take the passion and use it properly. Have fun. Make it romantic. Make it fun, but let's not go into the fighting because no one's going to win. It's a Chariot, major arcana, ruled by the moon. And so we know that the sun moved into Cancer, the sign of Cancer, which is ruled by the moon. So the moon, very feminine, it's always kind of speaking to us. It really affects our moods as humans, especially as women. But all as humans, because it's in astrology we consider it the closest planet to us. So it rules obviously the tides, and it can rule our emotions. The good news is that the moon is only in the same sign for about 2.5 days. So if you're feeling horrible, a moon calendar can be kind of soothing because you can see, okay, there's going to be a shift. Something's changing. Now the week is going to start off on. We're going to start off in the sign Libra with the moon in Libra. And it's going to move into Scorpio by Sunday night. So you're getting this Sunday. So you'll be in Scorpio by the time you hear this. And then you're going to have, this week it's going to travel through Sagittarius and Capricorn. And so towards the end of the week, I believe we'll be in Aquarius. But I love when the moon's in Scorpio. It's deep emotion, but it's also, I find it very fun. Sagittarius wants to have a great time. Capricorn wants your success and well-being. So maybe get a moon calendar or just Google it and just look at where's the moon at. Note how it's affecting you. But it wants to pull you forward this week. This Chariot, he's sitting on top of the Chariot, holding on, fast movement. Here's the 7 of Cups. So the sun is still conjunct Neptune together with, so things are going to be foggy. There's not going to be clarity about everything. And you're going to have to choose wisely or even delay choosing a little bit longer. I personally wouldn't make any major decisions until after July 1st, because Mercury retrograde ends on the 22nd, but it still has its shadow period. So however far you can push, I have a couple contracts that I need to get signed, and I'm going to try to push it as far as I can to July 1st as possible, just so that there's a little bit more clarity. In the background, we have the Six of Water, or borage. Look how beautiful that is. Wasn't I saying picnic and flowers and altars and all that kind of stuff? Get outside, enjoy it. They're having a beautiful glass of wine. Looks like a beautiful lace blanket or tablecloth there. Do something wonderful. Use that dramatic energy to like put it into something beautiful, and maybe have some meals outside. Have a picnic, surprise your partner, surprise a friend. Do something really fun and sweet, and using flowers for sure. Here's the Queen of Cups. So she would want you to have this picnic by water. This picture was by water too, by a pond or a lake. It is the season for it. The Queen of Cups is really intuitive. The moon's going to be in Scorpio, Sunday, Monday, into Tuesday. Pay attention to the emotions that are coming up. I placed it here next to the Chariot. Emotions coming up. Also, Cancer season is a good time to advertise yourself, because the moon rules advertisement, right? Because it pulls on people's emotions. So if you're thinking about how you want to advertise, especially around the full moon in Capricorn, that would be a great time to start thinking about these things and taking some steps to look into how you want to do that. Here's the Knight of Wands. Fire, 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 dragon there, placed next to the Seven of Wands. Again, choose wisely. Don't argue. You don't want to be fighting a dragon. So Knight of Wands, he's a bad boy. He likes the argument. He enjoys it. Watch a good movie, please. The cat is like hanging on for dear life behind him on his broom. Drive away from the dragon. Nine of Wands. Are you going to be overstimulated? I see that as your nervous system overstimulated. So how can we avoid that overstimulation? Let's see. Well, it's a choice. Here's the Lovers. It's a choice. Choose something else. Choose a movie. Go have a bonfire. Don't have the argument. Here's the Star. Ruled by Uranus. That lightning bolt of change. Let it come in and bring you good things. Let it change everything up for you in a positive way. Envision that. What else do you need to know this week? Nine of Pentacles. There's a lot of beauty. There's a lot of goodness. Choose that. She's choosing which pentacles she wants. And actually, there's a little bird sitting on it. Okay, and we want to talk about how to avoid the overstimulation. Here's the Hierophant, the card of the year. Card number 5, Major Arcana. And 2021 is a 5-year. So this is one of our cards of the year, Sagittarius card. And this is Chiron. And he's coming out of the cave. He's been working on healing his wounds, and now his wounds become his strength. It's related to Sagittarius, higher learning. He's holding like a diploma or a scroll, something of higher learning. It's also change. It's 5. Change the old habits of just like arguing, getting overstimulated, taking on too much emotion, and then being wiped out. You're smarter, you've learned, you're connected to your higher power. It doesn't need to be that way anymore. Here's the World, success. And it's two-headed person here, so working together. Saturn, Capricorn card, going into that Capricorn full moon. Okay, so anything else? I'm going to use my herbal deck. We've got 2 of Water, Mallow, In relationship, choosing beauty, the softness. And one more. A sapphire mullein. Get outside. Enjoy the summer. Let's pull some flowers. All right, what do we got here? This is my first time using this deck. I'm so excited about it. Rose, Rosa, you are divinely loved and protected with grace. So how about you buy yourself a rose or two? This one's yellow, but get whatever you want. Make that altar, get your moon water on it, get some, maybe you use dried rose petals, and light some candles and write some gratitude lists and get out there under the full moon and really, and let me just see what day that was again. That's Thursday, 6/24 at 2:40 p.m. If you can be there, then great. You can also do it for the eclipse, which is on the 21st. And so whenever you can, just do it and give some gratitude and allow yourself to receive some love back from the universe to help calm you down and not get overstimulated, but choose the soothing path. So have a great week. Pile number 2, this beautiful 8 of water, 8 of cups, Valerian. It's just making me relax just looking at it. This beautiful cup of tea, looking out over the water and that big full moon. So we have our full moon coming up on the 24th, our full Capricorn moon. So let's see what you need to know this week. Working with a couple different decks, and let's see what we've got. The Knight of Wands is starting us off. This is one of my favorite versions of the Knight of Wands because it's usually a male, and I love this beautiful woman playing drums. Fabulous. I feel so much joy about the sun going into Cancer, about Mercury Retrograde ending. And there she is playing her drum, the horse behind her. Just so beautiful. Such passion, such giving thanks, such gratitude. There's the 3 of Earth, raspberry. Look how beautiful that is. So 3 of Pentacles. There's this beautiful path, this full bounty. And so it's just kind of everything just keeps saying get outside. Obviously it's summer. Enjoy the bounty, enjoy the harvest, enjoy life. And make sure you're getting good enough sleep. Because the first one is 8 of water, Valerian. 8's, easy to get caught up in that infinity sign and easy to get used to, just getting used to that not sleeping well. And honestly, it's unacceptable. We need sleep as humans. We cannot function fully without proper sleep. And so it happens to all of us sometimes. Happened to me last night, but it can't continue like that. We need to find remedies or you will not feel well enough and it becomes an energy leak. So let's try some soothing ways to get some better rest. Ideally not eating 3 hours before bed. I know that's easier said than done, but maybe just trying to keep it as a goal, maybe not eating an hour before bed, or maybe cutting down on some of the snacking before bed. Tea, hot tea, so soothing. Valerian's such a great plant for soothing. I like to use California poppies, not an opioid, but it's a plant that's really calming, and we carry it here. We have a blend called Go the F to Sleep, and I find it really effective without giving you any kind of hangover. So you don't have to buy that from me. Just get something that works for you. Something soothing, something refreshing. And also really important, not having the TV and the computer and all that. It's going to interfere with sleep. And so if you're having trouble with sleep, then the blue light is an issue. Going for a walk outside. They say the light towards the end of the day is actually the light we need to be able to get a good night's sleep. So getting out and walking would be a great way to sleep better before bed. So, okay, so moving on. What do we got? The raspberry just feels like such sweetness in life that it's like there for you and wants you to enjoy the sweetness along with the hand drumming. All the little pleasures. Here's Temperance. This is one of the cards of the year. This is card number 14. So 1 and 4 is 5. 2021 is a 5-year in numerology. Year of change. Temperance. This is such a great Temperance card because look at her. She's balanced, right? Temperance is all about like finding balance, the heart and the mind, everything just kind of finding balance. And she's got cupcakes and martini and a book and what else? Carrots and some water. And so it's like the balance of everything. And she's doing this yoga pose and she's winking at you. I love it. So kind of maybe there's a gentleness that needs to happen this week, an acceptance of like there's different parts of you. There's a time for the cupcakes, there's a time for the water, which should be a lot of the time. And just seeking a balance that's your balance, not what other people say is, oh, this is what balance is. What works for you? What works best? Play with it. See what information came up. Reflect back about retrograde. What information came up? What did you learn about yourself? Here's the Judgment card. I love this card. She's being freed. So this is Pluto. Now, let me just sneak up my cheat sheet here. We know that Venus is square Pluto, making an abrasive action. But you can use that. I like Sheila Haidt talks about in her astrology report, zesting. You can let that square be a zest and take away what isn't needed. And so Judgment is card 20, major arcana. In numerology, we consider that a 2. So in relationship, especially in relationship with yourself, there's a freedom that's available for you. Some things from the past that want to come up and leave. Some relationships that need to be laid to rest. Some old stuff. And you're being freed. And it's coming in here next to this Knight of Wands. That's such a card of freedom. We have the 10 of Wands. It's an interesting card. So 10 is the highest point in the minor arcanas, and it feels like a lot, and there's a lot of overstimulation. It looks like a war has been fought. Something's been killed. And I don't know the Greek mythology story of this, but I can say that there is a boat back here, and yet he's sitting there caught up in his head, caught up in his mind. So how about let's try to shift a little bit into the joy. It's so easy to get caught in the drama and the anger right now. Mars and Leo, how we take action in a fire sign. This Venus energy with Pluto. So it's easy to really, we can get kind of argumentative in our relationships. Let's opt for the ship that came in and get out of town. You're not going to win, so step away. Here's the Ace of Wands coming up in the future position, Ace of Fire. And interesting, it's like, I'm not sure what that is, that creature, but he looks like a giant rat. And this one, like he's got the animal slung over, the ram slung over him, using him as for warmth. So he's got the world in his hands, that's Zeus, the world in his hands, and it's an Ace of Fire, something new, to like, feels, Zeus is the emperor in this deck too, so it feels like don't waste your time fighting and arguing. Like, let's harness that fire energy and use it to create things, to take leadership position in our work, to start a new phase, to go into new passionate way of showing up and taking charge. And I see it a lot with your work. So let's use it that way instead of just being overwhelmed, overstimulated, and arguing. Here's the 7 of Pentacles, your spiritual path, Pentacles. It's all coming together. She's really taking note of her progress, and that's what I want you to do on this full Capricorn moon, is to make note, celebrate all these successes. Just because all these grapes aren't ready to harvest yet doesn't mean that it's not happening. It's all growing. So celebrate yourself. Make an altar, either for the summer solstice or for the full moon or for a couple days, just this week. Maybe put a little folding table outside with a tablecloth, some candles, your moon water, some flowers, and celebrate like an altar. Tell the universe what you're grateful for. And what you get out that new moon wishes from last new moon and see what you got on your list, and tell the universe how grateful you are. Make it fun. Have some fun with it. It doesn't have to be serious. There's no wrong way to do it. It's just gratitude. Get out under the full moon. Light those candles. Sit outside. Enjoy. There's the King of Pentacles. He definitely enjoys all he has. And he's the King of Pentacles. He's in blue jeans, which I think is kind of cool. He's not like the stiff version of the King of Pentacles that you see. Okay, what else do you need to know this week ahead? The Fool. So Uranus, looking at my cheat sheet here, Uranus is square Saturn until December. So those lightning bolts of change, and I actually just put the Fool card, which is ruled by Uranus, over this Ace of Wands where I was referencing the Emperor and Zeus, and I was feeling like very business orientated around it. And with Uranus square Saturn, Saturn is Capricorn. It's in astrology, Capricorn owns the house of your career, long-term success. And Uranus wants to come in with this lightning bolt of change to bring you new things. So allow it to be useful and fun. Fool's on his journey. He's having fun. Okay, one more card from the Herb Crafters Tarot, and then we'll pull a flower petal. The Star. Cottonwood. Look how pretty. Something like this on your altar. Get your crystals out, your stones out. Get them charged up under the full moon. Get your moon water out. Let's make something pretty. Okay, let's see what flower you get. Look at that box. So cute. And this is only my second time using this deck. First time was with pile 1. So let's see what you get. Sweet Pea. The comfort of good company heals old hurts. Sweet Pea. So, have some good company over. We can now. Let it be soothing to you. The sun is moving into Cancer. It's such a soothing sign, right? It's nurturing. Just reminds me of a big dining room table or a big outdoor table. And just enjoy the comfort of Cancer season and be grateful. I'm grateful Mercury Retrograde's ending, so enjoy your week. Pile number 3, beautiful 6 of Fire, nasturtium, edible, beautiful, love them in a salad. Okay, so this really reminds me of an altar, and that's what I've been saying throughout the piles, to really, break out a folding table, put a pretty tablecloth out, get some candles, get some flowers, just decorate a beautiful table of celebration of the full moon, of the summer solstice, of the end of Mercury retrograde, of Cancer season, of summertime, of that nurturing, loving, beautiful Cancer season. To me just seems like great dinner parties and just basking in that we're finally in summer and COVID's finally coming to an end here, and enjoy it, celebrate it, tell the universe how grateful you are, just bask in it, and then more and more will come to you. Here's the Chariot, full speed ahead. The Chariot's ruled by the moon. Cancer's ruled by the moon. This is a Cancer card. Coming up in your heart position, trusting your feelings, trusting your intuition, your spiritual path. That the answers you're looking for are not found in logic, they're found in feeling. And sometimes it's even a negative feeling, like pain, where we say, I really don't feel good when I do that. And sometimes that's just the message you need. Adelita of Water, I believe that this is the Knight of Cups. A little hard when they change the names. And I don't know this plant, Ocotillo, but it sure looks refreshing. Look how sweet. So work on your liquid intake, make some teas, iced teas, and all that kind of stuff. Increase being around water in general, because Cancer is a water sign. It's summer. hydrate. Make sure, enjoy all sorts of different kinds of healthy liquids. Teas are so nice to just keep a little cool in the fridge for the summer. And that'd be really helpful for you so you don't get overheated, and also so that you don't get overstimulated, because we know there's a lot of fire energy right now. Mars in Leo, then we have Pluto square Venus. So it's like, let's keep it cool on arguments. Sometimes literally keeping our bodies cool can help with that. Here's the Hermit. Look at that beautiful Hermit. Get outside, enjoy the full moon, the stars. The Hermit is ruled by Virgo. It's all the details. It's the house of service in astrology. And so she's really elevated here. How can you be of service in the highest level, the best you? How can you make a difference? That's a question to ask yourself this week. Take some time alone. Definitely would be a good thing. There's a Six of Wands coming in the background. The Rock Star card. Love that. Celebrating. Here's the Five of Cups. Poor me. It's the poor me card. It's easy to do. We all do it. So let's choose, Joy. Let's not get into the drama. There's two extremes here. Poor me or rock star. Which one do you want? They're both there. You have the option. It's the Ace of Cups. It's funny, I was looking at this Five of Cups and it looks like one cup is still standing. The Ace of Cups, here it is. This is a satisfaction card. Drinking the cup that nourishes you, that gives you what you want, something fresh and new. And so you got to make a choice here. Can't get into the drama. You're not going to win. You even might be right, but you're not going to win. So soothing, presenting yourself softly, soothing, compassionately, understanding. Cancer wants to feel safe. If you know any Cancers, they can get out in the world, but they need to come home to the comforts of their safe place. And it can be very emotional. I'm a Cancer rising. I have to nurture that part of me. I almost have to kind of pat the baby on the back kind of feeling. Like, it's okay, you're safe, you can do this. And so being like that with yourself and being kind to others too. It's the Six of Wands again. So the Rockstar card came up back here, Six of Wands, as like a choice in the background, and then it came up in your future position. So we see what you're choosing. Leave the drama behind, the poor me. We all have a poor me story. We don't need to compare them. We don't need to dwell on them. We don't want to keep our conversation on them, because then it's going to keep mirroring out into your life. So cool down, choose the cup of satisfaction. Take some alone time as needed. Meditation is needed. And I'll tell you, sometimes meditation is floating on your back, swimming. Just take some time for you. Relax, go in, sort through what's going on. And that's tending to your health. Because the sixth house, Virgo's house, is the house of health, house of service. Okay, what else do you need to know this week? There's the Two of Pentacles, which I was going to place right down here on top of the Six of Wands and the Five of Cups. You have a choice, one or the other. Which one do you want? I'd pick the high-flying disc, as Abraham Hicks says. Go for the high-flying disc. It vibrates higher so that you can feel better. You don't want to dwell on all those lower vibe emotions. There's a Page of Cups, and speaking of like rising up, choosing higher, when pigs fly. Those things can happen for you. When pigs fly, yeah, there's cool things that can just be yours. Uranus is square Saturn, so this insight's coming in. It can happen. Like, these amazing things can happen. Oh, here's the Two of Cups. Relationships can happen that are satisfying to you, not just love, but if you're looking for it, maybe so. So let me grab my cheat sheet down here. Venus is square Pluto. So Pluto likes to make carbon out of things, right? And Venus has a lot to do with love and relationships. So there can be some relationships that might be coming to an end because it's making room for new ones. There's two twos that came up so far. Don't be afraid to let go of the old ones to make room for the new ones. There's a period of time where it feels empty. I'm speaking from experience, letting go of friendships. And it's like emptying your house of furniture you hate while you're saving up for the ones that you really want. You're gonna feel empty for a little while, and that's okay. It actually makes you stronger. So be open to the transformation in relationships that needs to happen for the better for you, because it's coming in. Here's the Knight of Pentacles, not being afraid to walk away where need be. Okay, I want to pull one of these herbal ones, and then we're going to use one from the Flower Petals Oracle. All right, yes, this is the one. Seven of Air, Eucalyptus. Oh, what a nice refreshing oil to diffuse. Some clarity, you can breathe clearly. It's 7, it's your spiritual path, clearing the mind up, making space. So maybe diffuse some eucalyptus oil this week, and or work with the plant, whatever works for you. And what else? I don't think you can consume eucalyptus though. And Justice card, cannabis. Didn't it just become legal in Connecticut? They just passed it. So things are changing. Who would ever thought marijuana would be legal in the state of Connecticut? I didn't. Even when Massachusetts did it, I didn't think Connecticut would do it. So the point being, and it's coming in close to When Pigs Fly, the things that you thought never could happen, there's a billboard for a medical marijuana dispensary on Route 7 in just over the Mass border. Did you really think that would happen in your lifetime? This is also card number 11. It's a 2 in numerology. So another 2 coming up in relationship. The things that you thought maybe you could never, maybe you never thought you would be able to find a relationship that was satisfying to you. Things are starting to happen that you hoped for, that you really believe deep down could happen. Make space for that. I think this is a good week for you to be saging your house out, opening your windows, cleaning the air out. Eucalyptus, again, would be a great oil for you to diffuse. Okay, oh, I said flower petals next, or I'll keep you here all day. Okay, so this cute little deck, I just love it. I love the little box. And I've been selling this for a while, but I never bought one for myself. I'm excited I finally did. Being kind to yourself, right? It's going into Cancer season. Nurturing, loving, gentleness. I think of Cancer as almost like buying yourself flowers. So let's see which flower you get. I have never heard of this flower. Boronia. Boronia? Look at that. Do you know this flower? I have to read about this one. Okay. Do not fear or doubt the new paths ahead. Interesting, because I was saying don't be afraid to let go of some of those relationships. Do not fear or doubt the new path ahead. All right, I'm going to pick you one more because I don't know that flower, and I want to suggest one for you to put on your altar. Although nasturtiums already came up originally with that first card, or cannabis, whatever you want to decorate your altar with. Those are so beautiful. You can eat them too. You can put them in your salad afterwards. So let's see what flower I'd like you to buy yourself this week. Gardenia. Ooh, you could even buy like an oil or a spray or something of gardenia. I love the smell. I think we have some in stock. Listen to the divine whispers stirring in your heart. Divine whispers, the things that you thought were impossible, the love that you hoped and dreamed that you could receive. Listen to the whispers. Pay attention to what, this is the last little bit of Mercury retrograde. Pay attention to the messages that you're speaking to yourself, the whispers of your heart. Have a great week.